Eve, I'm certainly going to miss you and your interesting friends. Bye-bye now. Bye. We'll take a selfie later on together. And speaking of selfies, folks, never mind what I just said there. Did you see the trailer for the sequel to Stellar Blade called Blood Rain? It looks insane. And I'm going to react with you today because this deserves more than just one watch. I'm so curious to see how this goes because, as you may or may not know, Shift Up have removed themselves from Sony from publishing their sequel. And I'm going to give you a reminder about why that is at the end of this video. But let's get into this reaction today because honestly, folks, I'm watching it for the second time. I'm just getting goosebumps. This is so awesome. And oh my god, let's go for it, guys. This is incredible.
Her voice may be almost as important to gamers as Lara's double pistols, curves and skimpy shorts.
Kung Fu Hot Dog
is a Kung Fu renegade cop. Now he must defeat the most evil Kung Fu master in the world.
For a modern gaming audience.
For a new world of unspeakable adventures.
I said, Mummy, I like the way the lady runs.
Get ready for a new world of unspeakable adventures, never before shown in a motion picture. Get ready for
Kung Fu Hot Dog.
Groovy.
You know what this reminds me of? A really cool reinvention of the Blade Runner world as told by South Korea. It's awesome. The NPCs look fantastic. I love the soundtrack already. Whatever they're using here, it's fantastic. There's Evie.
I'm listening.
The Scarlet Sin. That's the beginning and end of it all. How about you try taking a hit?
You're acting a little strange today.
Oh yeah? It's our first mission in a while. Aren't you a little excited?
So she's obviously tailing that guy.
Okay, take it easy.
Quiet. They're moving.
All right, so it's more than one person. So let's just have a look at Evie right here. Obviously, the replacement for Eve from Stellar Blade. I think she looks perfectly fine. Again, I think with the hairstyle, I'm not jiving with the short hairstyle, but I'm pretty sure the final version will have you swapping out the wigs for the character as you please on the fly. I love her outfit here. Very cybernetic Red Riding Hood type of outfit, which I'm pretty sure you might be able to customize too. But this looks fantastic. It's got a bit of Final Fantasy thrown in, like Final Fantasy VII. That's what I'm thinking of. But it's grungy, it's dirty, it's grimy. I mean, the reflections are insane, by the way.
In the movies, this is always where things go wrong. Well, just saying.
Can you imagine Harry Potter world reimagined by South Korea? Insane, right? Very, very punk rock, and here we go again. Jesus, he was actually a walking time bomb. Look at this, absolutely badass CQC, baby. Check this out. Woo! Damn. Gets her ass kicked, which makes sense. Gratuitous butt shots and plenty more where that came from. This is really good. It's got Ghost in the Shell types of flavoring going on, if you know what I mean. I love that. I'll tell you what, it's going to be one of those games that you can't stop staring at it. It's so gorgeous. Look at this. Damn, man. The combat is good. It's good. I approve. And speaking of approving, Damn, man, this is a knockout in every sense of the word. Jesus. Bloody hell, man. Shift Up, they know what they're doing. I mean, yeah, you got cinematics, you got gameplay. I'm not arguing, man. This is great. Holy shit. Look at that. Isn't that fantastic? Big round of applause for Shift Up there. That is incredible. Second Eve Studio, which I think is a very telling thing, actually, because what I gathered from that, and I don't know if you remember here, folks, the big drama when Shift Up were looking for a publishing company to deal with the first game, Stellar Blade, right? And Sony stepped right in, but Sony stepping in was the hugest mistake ever, because the hard R controversy, right, was never a problem before until the so-called mainstream media journalists decided to spin the story that it was an issue, because hard R is a colloquial urban slang for something else, which I won't mention here. And of course, Shift Up were forced to remove that from the game, which at this point, I must reiterate, folks, was never an issue before. So Sony had to bend the knee to the journalists so that the game gets maximum exposure. But after the a runaway success of this game, I championed it a lot on my channel right here. Even has some gameplay of me doing naughty things with Eve, because that's what we all did. But I will say that now that Shift Up have gone independent, they're going to self-publish this game, which I think is the right thing to do. It will get more eyes on the prize. And speaking of prizes, Evie, she looks cool. I like to see the Korean model they've used for her, because again, I'm waiting to see that there's going to be articles from the usual suspects out there who find Evie's design too sexy. Why are they using such a baby doll face for her image? I mean, this is culturally speaking, folks. Japan, South Korea, China, they like their women to have the cute faces, like I say. Nothing to do with, and that whole drama with Pragmata, which I thought was ridiculous and disturbing by some accounts. I don't know why people would even go that far into the design of that particular sweet character, Diana. But honestly, this, I can't wait to see more gameplay footage. I mean, so far, Summer Game Fest has been a banger with some really incredible drops of games no one expected to see, because the next video I will be responding to and reacting to is the trailer that actually kicked off the events from yesterday. But what are your thoughts, folks? And what are your feelings? He says I can't even speak properly because this trailer was absolutely fantastic beyond belief. Looks like Shift Up are coming out from the ground up again. This looks like a mid-year release for 2027. If they stick the course, I think they will. They shouldn't get any delays because, again, studios like Shift Up and Japanese. I mean, yeah, there are some delays in some of those studios, but like Capcom, for example, they're not known for having delays, right? And they tend to release their products on time. But oh my God, seriously, I couldn't think of a better way to pause this shot right here and have lovely Eevee. It's interesting that you go from Eve to Eevee. They make a third game. What is that protagonist going to be called? It's going to be a female, that's for sure. There's no two ways about it. It will be. Again, folks, if you haven't got the Stellar Blade OST, you should do yourself a favor and get it. I think it's like 35 songs on there, all different genres, just really eclectic and crazy. Stellar Crush is the one that I love at the moment. There's so many good songs on there, really there are. But on that one, ladies and gentlemen, if I were you and if you were me and you see somebody looking a bit dodgy on the street like Eevee did, just walk up to them and go, and I'll catch you catching me for the return of the next video.
Next time on Kung Fu Hot Dog.